Hello and welcome along to another episode of this Snooker 19 career, the other O'Sullivan with me, Daniel. It's episode 25 and we're back today for the China Open again. It's the round 2 match against Judd Trump and we've got ourselves into another tense decider. So many times in recent episodes we've ended up coming back in the deciding frame, and on this occasion it's no different as we both dominated a frame apiece. Judd Trump really should have wrapped it up. Early in the second he started a big break, but he made that one mistake and we took advantage, clearing up absolutely fantastically. And it means quite a lot today as well. The winner of this round gets 11,000 in prize money, and that will take us right on the verge of the top 32, probably needing just one more victory to do so. So we're going to go and get straight into it after our brilliant success against Ryan Day last week. Again, apologies for the slight intermittent audio issues in that one, but hopefully we're all fixed up for today's episode. So let's go and get into this match against Judd Trump. It's 1-1 as I've explained, and his winner takes all in this decider, where hopefully we'll be able to play safe pretty well. We have had to improve our safety play for this game, so hopefully that will pay dividends in the decider. It's Judd Trump to break in the final frame, and he's played a pretty attacking one as you'd expect, but what's happened there, he's got it all wrong, and immediately if we've got a red that can pot here, we've got a chance to win this frame, but I don't think any of them go, you know. I think he's just got away with a disaster there. We have got one we can pot, but it's going to be very difficult to get on a colour from here. So we're going to try and screw back up for the blue. We don't want to hit it too hard as a result. We've got to make sure we don't pot the cue ball as well, as that could make things a little more difficult, so maybe we won't screw back quite as much and we'll just try and sit below the blue spot. So let's make sure we get the red in first. 42% power, and it's slightly overhit, but we get away with it, though we will now have to go for a bulk colour. So the green should take us back down the table nicely, and the reds are spread for a century break. So we've got to keep our position here, and we could win the frame in one visit. We've set the green up then, and we're going to try and screw back down the table to get one of the more difficult reds out the way. So 42% power, we've got to get this about right. We're 1% below, but it looks okay, and we're on for that red to the bottom corner. A tricky-ish pot, and it's going to be hard to get a colour again, but after that it should be plain sailing. So let's make sure we pot the red first. That's of course the most important part, and this could be a fantastic result for us if we're able to pot the red and get on a colour. The one thing I wanted to try was get on for the pink, but I don't know that that's going to be possible now, so we might just have to screw through and try and get on the blue, which of course is going to be a difficult one as well. So 62% power, the red goes in, that's the most important bit, and we've got up for the blue fantastically. We've maybe come a little bit too far, as we overhit it by 2% on the power bar, but we've got onto the blue okay, and we should be able to find a red from here. I'm not quite sure which one it's going to be yet. We may have to screw back to the other side of the table. We'll come for that red below the black spot, and hopefully that'll be an easy enough pot. 36% power is slightly under hit, but it's ended up being pretty perfect, and we've got a good angle on this red as well. Hopefully we can get on the black from here. We might need to start nudging some reds in a moment to make sure we can stay on the colours. So we're going to screw forward off this one, and we're going to go big power as well, off the cushion, and try and interrupt a few reds just to make sure we get on the black. We've come through quite nicely there, but then there's a bit of a disaster. We just cannoned off one of the reds, and it's now covering the bottom corner pocket. So we're going to have to come all the way up for yellow just to make sure we continue our break, and then after that we'll have to come back down the table and try and get ourselves on a red again. So let's hope the red goes in, or the yellow goes in fact. It does into the heart of the pocket. We're down the table and we collide with some reds, and I don't know if we've got away with that. We're going to need one to be able to go to the middle, or we're playing a long red to the top corner. Okay, we've had a look, and unfortunately there's no red onto the middle or to the bottom corner, so we're going to have to try and play the longest straight red just to try and nestle it into the top left corner. It's going to be a really difficult pot, and I wouldn't be surprised if we missed it. So 18% power, it's rolling away, and the suspense is getting to me. I think we've potted it, you know. A fantastic shot in the end. We didn't even worry about getting on the colour, and we may live to regret that decision in a moment. So it's either blue and then back up off top cushion, or we go for one of the ball colours again. So I think we're going to opt for blue on this occasion, try and get round the green, and hopefully we'll come back flying down the table, which will leave us on for another red. I think the cue ball's going in here. Oh, that's a disaster. We overhit it by 3%, and it's ending up costing us the frame. Judd Trump's got the red spread beautifully. I'm sure he'll go and finish it off from here. Let's make sure he pots the first red. He does, so we'll let him continue his break and come back if we get another chance at the table. Well, Judd Trump scored a quick fire 34 and it looked like he was going to win the frame for sure, but then he missed one of the most ridiculous short reds. It almost looked like match fixing, to be honest, but either way it's given us a chance in this decider as we trail by just 20 points with 6 reds left on the table. So let's get this first one into the middle pocket. The red goes in and we're trying to get up for the blue. We've avoided potting the cue ball for a second time and now we've got a pretty good angle. It's dead straight and that should leave us on some of these reds, and hopefully we'll be able to pot at least one of them. We don't want to go too hard with the shot here. Maybe 12 or 13% power will be fine. We've overhit it slightly with 14, but the blue goes in and we're on a few reds, so certainly no complaints. We'll make sure we get this loose one into the corner now, and then we'll try and come down for the black. It's not really in any trouble anymore, so maybe we'll be able to hold for it. If not, we'll go for the pink instead, as both of them are good scoring options. But 36% power, make sure the red goes in, which it does, and we're going to bounce off the cushion on for the black, or we've got pink to middle if we prefer. So either one could be a good option at this stage. I'm just thinking pink might give us a better angle to hold for these reds to the bottom corner. So I think we're going to go for that in the end. 16% power, we've underhit it. The pink just about drops in. I had the fright of my life for a moment there. The red's onto the bottom corner though, and things are looking quite rosy at the moment. After this one we should be able to hold for the black, and that will then make things a bit easier for us. So 20% power, we're just hoping to stun through off the cushion, and then we've got the option of pink or black again, but this time I think black's the more viable option as we've got enough of an angle to come off the cushion. So not too much power on it, maybe about 30%, and we'll try and come round and nudge off that red on the side cushion, but in the end we hit the other one safe. It's an absolute disaster moving forward. We've still got a red to the middle pocket as we take the lead in this frame, but after that we've knocked the other two safe, so we're probably not going to be able to clear up. We've set up the red to the middle then, and we're going to try and hold for pink or black, just so we can get an angle to try and cannon the two reds to give us a chance at winning this frame. It's an absolutely awful positional shot though. We have luckily got the pink to the middle or top corner, but we've not managed to get a good angle on these colours, and that's going to make things very difficult for us. So we're going to try and get the pink into the top corner. I'm trying to think which is the better option to take here. The black is easier to pot, but it means we won't be able to get on the reds, but I think at this stage we need the few points, so we're going to take that option and screw forward, and then we'll play a safety off the reds. So 27% power, the black goes in, and we've got the two reds on here now, and I could take on the plant, which would be extraordinary if it worked, but I don't know that I want to take that risk at the moment, so I think we're just going to play safe. So off the bottom red we're going to play off a cushion, and we're going to try and get up behind the yellow or blue. Hopefully that'll work out for us. We've overhit it drastically, it's not a great shot, and we've cannoned into the brown as a result, but I think the green might have come to our rescue as the loose red is mostly covered, although he may still be able to get the potting angle. So here comes Judd Trump with his long pot. It's heading towards the bottom corner and it's in off the side of the cushion. Judd Trump is going to win this frame. We'll just make sure he pots the black and red, as that final red's going to be the tough positional shot. It doesn't look like he's got the best angle on it, but his long pot rating is 98, so I think he might well be able to put this in the bottom corner, using a rest and hitting it gently. He absolutely pummels it in the end, plenty of power, and he's up for the blue. We'll be back in a moment if we get another chance, but I think it's going to be a Judd Trump victory. Okay, we're back for the final blue. Judd Trump just needs this for victory. 14 ahead with 18 remaining. The blue goes in and Judd Trump wins the China Open second round. So we don't go into the dream starts of the World Championship as our final warm-up event ends prematurely. Judd Trump's going to clear up here. It'll be a break of 41 to finish, and he deservedly wins in the end after we missed our chance early in the frame. Judd Trump sneaks through 2-1, but a pretty decent performance to compete against one of the best. There's the confirmation. Judd Trump scored nearly 2/3 of the points in that match, so he did deserve to win by 2 frames to 1. The highest break was 52, I'm not sure who made that, but at least we ran him close, which is better than the semi-final of the Gibraltar Open. We're going to go through and see what our next event is, and if it is the World Championship as we predict, who's going to be our first qualifying opponent. Ronnie O'Sullivan is the champion of the China Open in the end, so he's pulling further away from us in ranking tournaments. We earned just £5,000 as a result, and that break of 52 was by us, as our world ranking doesn't change. Let's go and have a look at it. We're edging closer to 32nd place now. Mark Davis just 8,000 ahead, so hopefully we'll catch him after the World Championships. As you can see there, the next tournament is the World Championship qualifiers, so let's go and see who we'll be facing in the first one. It's going to be such an important tournament for us. We're going to be the heavy favourite as we face the World 120. It's qualifying round 1 of 3, and we should be winning this one. Hopefully we'll be facing largely lower ranked opponents. If we can get through those, we've got every chance of doing well in the tournament. There's plenty of players that have qualified before and then gone on big runs to the quarters or semis, and as this is likely to be the last tournament of our career, we certainly want to finish in style. Our overall aim was to emulate Ronnie O'Sullivan by winning the World Championship. We wanted to get to this end of the season in really good form, and although we have dropped off a little bit, I'm hoping we'll be able to build it in this tournament. So we'll be back next week for the end of this first game as we try to do well in this championships, and we'll probably show you action from every game in the tournament. It could be a maximum of 7 matches, and then maybe a double header for the final, should we be lucky enough to get there. But it's a best of 3 frame match as normal, and we'll be back in the next episode to see how we do. But if you did enjoy this one and the tense decider against Judd Trump, and the fact that we managed to run him close, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Let me know down in the comments what you think of the World Championships coming up. How far do you think we can go? I'm really pleased with the first qualifying opponent we've got, and hopefully we'll be able to brush him aside easily. But I'm sure the competition will get harder very quickly, and we'll have to adapt and improve our form again. Subscribe to the channel for weekly episodes from this Snooker 19 career every Friday at 4:30. We've also got 3 episodes a week from my Cricket 19 career. That's every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday at midday. A massive thank you to everyone that supported that series and the Ashes Test playthrough we did beforehand. I really have been blown away by the support for both and can't thank you enough for giving it a try. Our daily FM19 content continues with our One Club story from Torquay United. That's every Sunday to Thursday at 4:30 as we try to take them to the top of English and European football. But a massive thanks for watching this one and your continued support with the series as always. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time for another important episode as we start the big one, the Snooker World Championship, in the first qualifying round against the World 120.